All right. Guess I'll watch these bums with you guys. Let's cue this up. What's good, everybody? We are in full swing.
It's going to go over town. Devin Mobley again gets the bucket. But that shot from OG came off an offensive rebound and a hustle from Bridges. And then the ball ends up back in Brunson's hand.
Welcome, everybody. Come on in.
He drives off Mitchell. He has one jump shot. Curls in. Exactly the same shot. In that time, Mitchell allowed Anunoby to reject the screen. If he goes over the screen, he's going to get help. Instead, he gets one-on-one to the baseline, shot over the top. It's inside and backs it home. Both teams executing offensively beautifully. Cavs are 6 for 10. Knicks are 7 for 9. Brunson goes back door. Picks it out in the corner. Bridges off the mount. Finds Towns. Towns inside. Throws it up. Can't get it. But a whistle.
I got the whistle.
Jared Allen, his first personal. Yeah, so this is OG Anunoby. Just understand, he's got a size advantage.
All right, man. So this is the hate watch, man. We're gonna be watching the rest of these games for the rest of the series and the finals, if you want to call it that, because to be honest, the Spurs and OKC series is the NBA finals, especially after what I've watched both these inconsistent teams here. The comebacks has been crazy, though.
Peacock tomorrow, back in San Antonio for Game 4. The Thunder with a strong road win last night. And ABC on Monday, Knicks and Cavs right back here. And that tip off shortly after 8 o'clock. Cavs want to make sure it's 2-1 in this best-of-7 series. They have great basketball here on their home floor, not just in the playoffs, throughout the regular season, especially the way they finish. And it is one of the loudest arenas in the NBA. It's Towns hits a pair. This is one of their best shooting lineups, but they have not had great results so far in this series. You've got Merrill and Spruce and even Dean Wade who can knock down spot 3. Brunson picks up Harden. Good screen set by Allen. Harden gets into the paint. Pull up shot. Got it. Easy jumper that time from James Harden. But they were searching out Brunson. They went to a multi.
Yo, what up, Assassin?
It looked like he was moving in live action.
Absolute hate watch right now. If I'm watching the game, I might as well just watch it with y'all.
Thompson, that he's even going to try this again because of that shot that he took in that series. You can see he was leaning as Karl Anthony Towns tried to go by. He squared up pretty good, but right there, he slides his weight over to cut him off. Tell you what, he is not afraid to take hard charges.
You know what Karl Anthony Towns is doing? Karl Anthony Towns is doing what Jalen Duren should have been doing.
But that's inexcusable.
He's doing what Jalen Duren should have been doing. For the last 3 possessions, this dude has went straight at them, drawing fouls.
Shot a 5-foot jump hook. You just can't get that close to the basket on a short shot.
Yeah, we absolutely should, man. It's sad. But it is what it is.
Of showing a crowd to prevent that. Sometimes if a player sees a crowd, he'll back out and just kind of run the offense. It's all 4 of the free throws so far.
And see what they doing right there. They bagging off. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't play hard like that. Play quick, get in transition every single time. It's the same thing that I was saying with the Pistons, man. If you get in that transition, you're going to draw a foul. And that's something that we just would not do. They're running every single time. What we were doing was looking around for somebody to pass the ball, and then we take our time coming up the court. The Knicks, as soon as they get the rebound, they're going right after it. That's how you avoid the half-court defense from the Cavs. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean by the Pistons. 50% of that was, I might say 60% of that was coaching. I mean, I got to call it like it is. It's coaching. The Knicks they're playing smarter.
To be able to go inside and guard much bigger players. Myers searching, bridges on him, step back, fires it up, can't get it the ball, scoops the rebound, back out to Harden. Merrill, fake, sidestep, three-pointer, can't get it the ball, and Josh Hart pulls it in.
The Knicks got a 2-0 lead in this series for a reason, you know what I'm saying?
Step back.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying, Morris. At least in this series against the Cavs, yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying. The Knicks for these last two games before this, even though they had to come back in one game because they was just, I mean, like I said, the Knicks been sitting around waiting. I expected them to have them type of issues, but they're playing the Cavs the right way.
But ultimately, the Knicks are doing a good job of making sure that they get the defense that they want out on the floor.
You see what I'm saying? That's what just like he just said, they're getting the defense that they want on the floor, not the defense the Cavs want. The Pistons was letting the Cavs get the defense they want because we was trying to play half court with them. That was problem number one. Instead of JB telling K, you got to hurry up the floor, or somebody else got to bring it up. You got to get out the way. We let them get set in their defense. We tried to play half-court ball with them, and they got the best of us. You got to be smarter than that, man. We don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the first people to say that the finals is being played in the West right now. Whoever come out the East, it don't matter. They just going to get swept. That's all that's gonna happen, bro. They just gonna get swept. These two teams that you watch and play right now, they're at each other's level. But when it comes to the Western Conference teams, they're not at their level. That's a whole different level of basketball. If you watch both of these series, at least one game from both of these series, it is night and day. The spacing and the ball movement from the Western Conference teams is totally different. It looks like you're watching a totally different basketball game compared to what you're getting out of the Eastern Conference, which is right now, once again, the Leastern Conference. We are once again the Leastern Conference. We're back to them days when LeBron kept going to the finals, when the East didn't have nobody for him to beat. We're back to them days right now. How can the Pistons get on the Thunder and the Spurs level? The only way that the Detroit Pistons can get on the Thunder and the Spurs level is if they go in this draft and if they go into free agency and trade and add multiple shooters. This is why I said I'm not big on adding just one big name and just putting everything on them. If the Detroit Pistons go and get guys who can space the floor, if they spread the money out, go and get guys that can space the floor and guys that can score. Get some young guys, get a young guy out this draft that can just score, that can just fill it up. Because that's what you're watching with the Spurs. Besides Wemby and Castle, it's like who is some of these guys? You know what I'm saying? If you don't follow the Spurs, you don't know none of them dudes' name. The only player you see out there is Wemby. But when you watch the game, every single person on that floor can fill it up. Every single one of them. It's the same with OKC. They are deep for a reason. Yes, guys, that's beside SGA are household names now, but on the way there, A lot of people weren't hearing those names either. So you don't need a bunch of household names. They're doing what we should be doing, what we should have done already, but what we should be getting ready to do this summer. That's why those teams are better than us, bro. They have a big that can get it done, even though Holmgren, been getting hornswoggled over there by Wemby. OKC still found ways to win. But they have a big that contributes. They have the spacing. They have a bunch of young dogs that can score. Our team was an entire team of dudes that just seemed to go flat, you know what I'm saying, at multiple times. We can't have that. These other guys, when you look at the Cavs per se, right? When you look at the Cavs got guys who can put it in the basket if you leave them open. If you leave Strus open, if you leave Merrill open, they're going to drown you, bro. And that creates all the space in the world for Harden and Donovan Mitchell. That's what the Pistons have to have. They need to go and add like a Luke Kennard or and a Malik Monk, you know what I'm saying, to the team, something like that can space the floor. Or you add Luke Kennard and you bring a guy like Duncan Robinson off the bench and put a scorer ball handler next to Cade. That helps your team out a lot too. You know what I'm saying? But at the 4 position, we need somebody bigger, stronger, younger than Tobias Harris. If Tobias stays, he has to come off the bench. He has to come off the bench. We need somebody younger, stronger, and that can, get rebounds and play defense, bro. If we gonna go up against these teams, we have to. You got to have some guys to throw at Wemby. You got to have some guys, in the Eastern Conference to go up against a Mobley and Allen combination, Wendell Carter and a Banchero combination. You have to have that. So the Pistons need to fill this team out right. We can't keep going with what, the type of the guys that we got right now that can't shoot. Asar Thompson has to be the only player on your team that cannot shoot. He has to be the only player on your team that cannot shoot besides Duren. Everybody else should be able to shoot the basketball because that's what the teams that you're facing are. Everybody that you see out here on this court for the Cavs right now in the game, all 5 of them can space the floor, all of them. With the Detroit Pistons, not even close. Not even close.
Easy switch. Mobley loses it. Got a fire. Simon hits a 3-pointer. And a 10-point lead. Timeout Cleveland. Kenny Atkins is very upset down the other end. He thought there should have been a foul call. And the Knicks shooting continues. They're 10 of 13.
Man, talk to him. Talk to him.
So very aggressive. Nice patience right there.
In this league, man, defense is only going to take you so far. You got to be able to score at times when you don't have it because you're not going to have it every single game on defense. Some games you don't get in foul trouble because you got a bad officiating crew. Some games you might have some jet lag out there. The energy just might not be there. So in order for you to survive, you need to be able to fill the bucket up on the other end. You got to be balanced. It's just like football. It's just like I say with the Lions. You don't have to be great on both sides, but you at least have to be good on both sides to get over the top. So the Pistons need balance. They have to find some way to get balance, man. Yes, we're great on defense. It's our calling card and all of those great things. But we at least need to be good offensively. And we were not even good offensively. We were so inconsistent. It was just unbelievable. So that's why these teams are still playing. That's why we can't even, sniff the same air as a Western Conference team right now. No, you cannot. No, you cannot, because the playoffs literally that's the game it is in the playoffs. That's just what it is. If a team is smart enough, they're not going to let you rush the ball down and get transition baskets against them. They're going to slow you down. They're going to get into those sets real fast. And that's what happened with the Pistons. They got caught with their pants down.
He was so important to his team.
You can't be fooled and say, like, I've seen people go as far as to say that you should start, like, you should legit start guys like Dennis Jenkins next to Cade, bro. Like, that is how in love some of the fan base is with players. Like, what are y'all even saying, bro? You know what I'm saying? Yes, he should be a backup guard on this team. Him or Sasser, whichever one. But what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? What up, though, Chris?
Then all of a sudden you get into the shooting position and then don't give it to the offensive player. But Jalen Brunson going downhill.
I don't even want Duncan Robinson start next to Cade. I need somebody who can score, not just shoot threes.
Bridges sits down. Schroeder comes in for the first time. So Schroeder, Merrill, Mitchell, Mobley, and Stoose out there. Deuce McBride also seeing action. And both teams have used their benches quite a bit. And Brunson able to hit the second. And the Cavs will put Schroeder as an initiator at times in this particular set. Let Mitchell get off the ball so he catches it in a better spot and the floor doesn't have to work quite as hard to handle. Now it's staying nicely with Mitchell. Plays catch with Schroeder. Now McBride on him. Mitchell, shake and bake, pulls up, jump shot. It's good. Sweet pull there from Donovan Mitchell. Right now, it's not about the Cavs offense. Their defense, right now, they're on pace to give this Knicks team 38, 40 points in the first quarter. Schroeder, right up into Brunson.
It's bad, man.
Brunson, beautiful pass inside. Coming out to McBride. Corner three, got it.
McBride. It just multiple guys who can shoot the three. Green sucked. Dennis was extremely inconsistent. When it comes to the Pistons 3-point shooting, it was non-existent, bro. K had a couple of fire games, and then the legs started to show. He couldn't knock down nothing. Tobias went flat. Osari's 0. Our bigs can't stretch the floor like that. It's like, bro, watching these other teams that have shooters around them it's annoying. It's so annoying, bro.
Mitchell pulls up, and that double count.
And we sitting up here talking about one guy, one or two guys. You know what I'm saying, man? We need a lot of switching. We need some guys who can score, man.
They don't need to.
That's where you're gonna get the best version of Cade, not the in prison version of Cade, because that's what you're dealing with right now. I can't wait to drop this video that I'm doing on Cade right now. I cannot wait to drop that this week. But I'm gonna drop it for Memorial Day because I know a lot of people are gonna be sitting around barbecuing and eating. But Cade is just he been in prison. He been in prison, bro, because there's no spacing around him. It's been the same issue for years with him, and it didn't stop last year. Our defense was just so good it carried us in games. And teams in the NBA, they don't play star players during the season. So that helped you win a lot of games. But we saw a total different team in the playoffs, and we couldn't figure out why. This is why.
Illegal screen.
Yes.
Not a lot.
Yes.
Ripped a little bit, but that's not a lot of movement.
Yes.
Brunson on that screen. We're going to see a lot more physical screens than that, I think, throughout the game.
Kyrie Irving is not coming to the Detroit Pistons, man.
And they're trying to get Brunson
No.
involved,
No. In my right mind, for the life of me, I wouldn't even understand why someone would consider that. Kyrie Irving has not been playing basketball for a reason, bro. He's in his 30s now. He doesn't play. Why would we continue to bring injured players here to Detroit? He doesn't play. No, we need somebody younger who can actually play. If you can go and pull Trey Murphy away, more power to you. I don't think we can, but if you can figure out a way to do it, do it. But we need players. We don't need star names. We don't need names, bro. We need players who are going to actually be here, that's going to actually play in the games, that's going to be available for the playoffs. Kyrie Irving ain't been that in some years. Names like that don't even exist to me. Yeah, who? Kyrie who? I don't even know who that is. If you can't play over 50 games in the season, I don't even want to hear your name.
Because there's 300 screens set per game. Yes. And those ones did not.
If we can afford them, I wouldn't mind Paul at all, bro, because he fit the description. He fit the Pistons description. But if we can afford him, I think he's going to somewhere around close to 20 mil season. Like I said, we got to think about it. We finna pay Duren. I don't care who don't like it. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. So salary cap wise, there's going to have to be some moving and shaking going on if we're going to bring some of these guys in here.
4 seconds to go.
So listen to me. This tells you, I had to turn this down for a minute because I want y'all to hear this, right? And I wish it was more people in here, but Pistons fans, they're fair weather. If the Pistons ain't playing, they don't really care. I appreciate y'all for being in here. Here's the thing. You're watching the same exact team that just destroyed you, right? Karl Anthony Towns alone. Now, this is somebody who Jalen Duren was playing well against in his first playoff go around. Karl Anthony Towns alone against two towers is neutralizing them and getting them in foul trouble. That tells you the type of players that you need. If Tobias could move and he had more than just that straight up and down jump shot, that would have helped the Pistons out a whole lot. But Tobias is literally just 15 footers out to the 3-point line. He ain't got no layup package. He ain't the guy that's going to run by a dude. He's not that no more. So at the 4 spot, you got to get better. You got to get better. Jalen Duren doesn't have the same mindset as Cat. For whatever we talk about Cat, make fun of him, talk about how feminine he is at the time, when he out there on the court, he's playing with more gall than our center. Getting old, he is old. And, I appreciate Uncle T. This ain't to slander him, but we can't make him the premier guy. We can't make him the premier guy. He has to come off the bench. What up, though? He has to come off the bench. That's just what it is, man. It's no disrespect to him, no slight to him. But we need something better at the 4. I'm sitting here watching Karl Anthony Towns beat these dudes himself. That pisses me off even worse. That makes me even side-eye Jalen Duren even more.
Scored by the Knicks will be taken off the board. Watch Karl Anthony Towns ball in his hands to the light lid, so it will not count. So the Knicks lead is just 10.
Nope. Andrew Wiggins fits on that type of team that he's on, bro. He fits on those teams with all the floor spacing in the world. He fits on West Coast teams. He don't fit on East Coast teams. I think that's why he never came over this way. He's not an East Coast team type of player. He's not an Eastern Conference team guy, man. He's West Coast. He's that Golden State, Spurs, OKC-ish type of play that you're seeing. That's where he fit. He don't fit over here. He is not a guy that's going to be super physical with you. And, that's not him. It's never been him. That's what people expected him to be when he came out. That's why he was getting comparisons to LeBron and all of that stuff. But he's never been that guy. Yeah, man. The hate watch is real right now. What up, though? I see some of y'all coming in here. They got that notification late. I will take John Collins. Not only because of what he does offensively, but he has a attitude, and I know JB Bickerstaff can turn him into a better defensive player. I would take John Collins. And when you look at it, he's more of a bargain than some of those other names that's been thrown around out there, where the Pistons to be able to keep some money around here and add more shooters. You need to start looking for them vet minimum to mid-level shooters is what the Pistons need to start looking at.
Wow, this is not a time to be happy. The job's not done. You love the mental approach right there and what he's talking about. But look, this is all about the Cavs defensively and what kind of resistance they're going to offer. You look at the Knicks in the first quarter, 12 made field goals. RJ and I were talking during the break. What, 2 of those maybe were tough shots. It's just coming too easy for the Knicks. Their pace also putting pressure at the rim. That's why 10 free throws in that first. Well, yeah, 10 free throws.
I'm glad you asked this question. Shout out to you, my dog, because I had this conversation with my boys, bro. They in my group chat, the question came up, and I'm going to tell y'all just like I told them. I don't give a damn what position the Detroit Pistons draft. I don't care who the player is, what school he went to. As long as he can put the basketball in the basket, do not draft me another goddamn player that cannot shoot. You have to look at our last couple of number five overall picks, bro. None of them dudes can shoot. And Chaz is the one that can shoot, and that was of late. But I'm talking about, I don't want no more Ron Hollins. I don't want no more Sar Thompson. I don't want nobody that's coming in here that can possibly turn into a shooter. I need somebody that's a bona fide scorer. I don't care who it is. We just need shooters. We need scorers. Period. Know what he might turn into, or no more project. Took the words out of my mouth. No more development dudes. None of that, bro. It's time to go for it. It is time to go for it. It's over for that. You damn right. If I can find a way, I would do it. Go and get me somebody that's older that can come in here and be a little bit more ready to go. Yep, I sure would. Get me somebody that can score. I don't need to know their name, because when I'm watching the Spurs, when I'm watching OKC, I don't know half of them dudes' name. And I don't need to know their names. They out there doing what they got to do.
Time for the next draft Kings player, Paul.
How many people walking around with a Max Strus jersey? Sam Merrill. How many people walking around with them type of jerseys? Go and get me somebody who can put the basketball in the bucket.
Mobley had the 14 points in the first half in game 2.
At this point, bro, we got enough defensive players on this team. There's no emphasis on defense. We got enough players that play defense, bro. That's who we are. The identity alone is defense. We don't have to draft, bro. Come in here and score. The defense is going to become contagious. The evidence is right there in front of you. Look at Duncan Robinson. The evidence is right there in front of you. They're going to fit into the culture automatically. The culture is defense. Go get scores. Because on the offensive side of the ball, the culture is bricks right about now. How many bricks can you shoot? That's the culture on offense. I'm worried about that right now. Our defense is defense. It's the whole reason we got as far as we did. Go and get me somebody who can score. Please. Thank you. Trajan Langdon. What up, though, bro?
To finish. Those fingertips almost got a piece of that. By the way, that's the 14th foul already for the Knicks with 9:41.
I don't think anybody that's coming in this league is going to be anything less than average at defense in the Detroit Pistons system. It doesn't even allow you to be less than average and stay on the basketball court. I even seen when Chaz Lanier got the small opportunities that he had, when he came in, he played defense. So that's not even a worry to me. That's not a question to me. If I'm in the draft, can you put the basketball in the buckets? That's it. That is it. Because I'm tired of seeing clanks off the rim, bro. I'm tired of seeing air balls. I'm tired of seeing pass. How many of y'all are tired of watching our team play hot potato with Cade? Ain't y'all tired of seeing our team play hot potato with Cade? I know I am. Cade, give me the ball. I got to pass it right back. I'm tired of that, bro. Go and get me somebody greedy on this team. go, give me somebody that's going to go get a bucket. We had that player, but it ain't pan out well. So he got injured, and then things went south from there. So we got to go find something else. But I'm tired of playing hot potato, bro. Get me somebody that can take the ball out of Cade's hands.
And I think sometimes people look at, okay, he got to a conference finals. He got that monkey off the back.
I'll take him in a heartbeat.
Speak for Donovan Mitchell, but he's not looking for an Eastern Conference finals. He's not looking for a conference finals. This is a player that trains and works to try and win a championship every single day.
It makes no sense, man, as a grown adult person in the NBA that you are that incapable offensively. That you are that incapable offense. And I'm going to say this, and I mean, no, I am not joking, bro. Y'all might think I'm joking. I am not joking. I may not be able to run up and down the court as much as you. I'm not as athletic as you. But if I'm standing in the corner alone in the NBA, 50-50 chance I'm knocking a shot down before Asar. That's how bad his shooting is, bro. I shoot NBA range all the time. Anybody in these comment sections probably have a better chance of knocking down the three than Asar Thompson. He is that bad shooting the basketball. And for us to have the guru shooting coach, and that's why I'm glad on social media, you know, guys like Lethal Shooter reached out to the Twins and said, give him a month to work with them. Give him a month to work with them, because our guru obviously can't figure out that it's not Asar's form. His form is fine. The mechanics is fine. The problem is his release point. If y'all watch Asar Thompson closely, because I totally reconstructed my son's jump shot, and his form is perfect. If y'all watch Asar's release point is the problem on his jump shot. It's not it's everything. All the mechanics are right. It's when he releases the ball, and you usually see that starting from like middle school to high school with athletic guys that are super athletic like that. They jump and they tend to release the ball on the way down. That is his problem. Asar releases the ball on the way down, which makes the shot flat. As a shooting coach, why is that not fixed? Appreciate you for joining the channel, Jay. Why is that not fixed? As a professional shooting coach, why is he not releasing the ball at the highest point of his jump? He is releasing the ball on the way down. Yeah, man. I think he would next year. He ain't dealing with a collapsed lung and a fractured rib. You know, I think a lot of people tend to forget about the fractured rib part. In order for your lung to get puncture and collapse, most likely the rib has to be fractured. So, and that's why he was playing with those pads around. I don't know if y'all noticed it through the jersey, but he had that heavy padding on. So I think it'll be a whole lot different next time around. And I hate to say it, but they better be ready. They better be ready, because if we do close to the right thing, our team is younger, they're more primed and better going forward. They may have got us this year, but if Trajan Langdon do what he's supposed to do, things is gonna switch real quick. Please get him some help, man. Our Detroit franchises are the worst at that. It took us year 4 or 5, year 4 for the Lions to get some help for Aiden Hutchinson. We do not like getting our star players help, even when we had Grant Hill back in the day, bro. like look at the team we had around Grant Hill, man. We just do not like to go and get our star players help. I don't understand it. We didn't get Barry Sanders the help he needed. We didn't get Calvin Johnson and Matthew Stafford the consistency that they needed. They needed the depth. We didn't get them the depth. Like I say, I challenge people all the time. Tell me anybody that was a key reserve on those teams. You can't name a guy besides the starters. And when you got half the starters out like Reggie Bush, and then half the guys on defense out like Louis Delmas and all them dudes missing games, I just don't understand it, bro. Stackhouse scored all of those points because he was the only one that was doing the scoring. We just do not like to have balance, man. I don't understand it. We put so much pressure on our star players. We want everything to be on their shoulders, and we never look towards what the front office of these teams is doing, bro. We never look at the front office and criticize them enough until today, because I've been spending the last decade telling people to look at the front office. So I think the tone is definitely different today. Look at your front office. What are they putting out there with the players? How could you even lift a finger to blame Cade Cunningham with that roster that he had around him in the playoffs? What up, though, Ricky? Man, you got to stop, man. That's like Pistons fans wanting Kyrie Irving right now. This is the Pistons fans wanting Kyrie Irving. You want that 1 to 2 games a season? You want that 20 to 30 games in the season? There you go. He ain't getting a max. That's already been established, bro. The reports already came out on that, man. He's not getting a max. He gonna demand some money though, but he ain't getting a max. He played himself out of that. You can't demand a max contract with that type of performance. Hey, man, that's what it is, bro. We doing hate watches out here. Hate. Like Dave Chappelle. The stuff I be seeing. Man, Hero is not coming to Detroit, bro. He ain't coming to Detroit. I'll bet you on that. And this is wild to say, man, but I honestly feel like he wants to. I think he wants to. I think he knows over in Golden State. But for me, I don't want you. I don't want you here, bro. I wanted you here when you was able to play. I wanted you to come home then. Don't come home now. Don't give me the Chris Webber, bro. I don't want the Chris Webber. You can go somewhere else, retire, stay where you at. Don't come now when you can't do nothing no more but foul people. That is a Detroit way. We love to get players when they old, out of the shell of themselves, ready to retire. Tracy McGrady, Chris Webber, Corey Maggette. like, bro, I just don't understand it, man. My Cash App is where's my phone? It's hashtag I am King 77X. This is my Cash App. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna focus or not, but yeah, it's not gonna focus. But it's I am King 77X. You'll see my big ass head on there. I appreciate you though. Let me turn this back up a little bit. Y'all done got me going talking about these Pistons, man.
So active, and as a result, the Cavs dominating points in the paint, an area that they have really struggled in the first 2 games of this series. I don't know, he misses. Harden comes the other way.
Supposed to be a hate watch. I ain't watching none of the game. I'm here talking to y'all. They don't let the Cavs creep back in here. They go to Knicks with their inconsistency. As I said, these are the two most inconsistent teams, man. That's why our series was so wacky, because we inconsistent too.
Harden looks to push. Tyson catches, puts up a 3. Ball tipped and taken by Hart.
Push it.
Bridges to Anunoby.
They should have went to the basket. There you go.
Anunoby drives inside.
Yep. That's why you push it. Prime example right there. That's why you push the ball. You get to the basket, it's going to be a foul, bro. Because their guards are not defenders like that, and they ain't going to jump out the gym to block your shot. They don't have a Sar Thompson over there. Beat Allen down the court and attack. That's how you get the Cavs in transition.
Even if the heels are up, it still counts as being in the restricted area. So I don't know.
I forgot that happened, bro. God, dog. I forgot about that.
Finals tomorrow night, the Eastern on NBC and Peacock. Last night, OKC taking a 2-1 lead as the series shifted to San Antonio. So, game 4 in San Antonio.
Oh, no. Nah, hell nah. Nah. I don't.
Hey, Michael, about Donovan Mitchell, you see him sitting there on the Cavs bench, despite at times looking like he's trying to do something. As you guys pointed out in game 3, Mitchell has
the one thing that the Pistons got on a lot of these rosters is youth. Youth. Some of these guys are getting ready to head out.
Kenny Atkinson, Lisa said, I have the normal bumps and bruises as Harden gets inside and scores. Every player, right? There's nobody.
Charlie V. Ben Gordon. I remember that when that happened. Ben Gordon got here and just turned into a whole different player than he was in Chicago.
James Harden right now.
But then we broke Jody Meeks when we brought him here. I don't know what happened to him.
Really hunting for his own offense. Nice fake drives. Ball's inflected by Harden. And Anunoby tries a 3, trying to draw a foul as well. Allen grabs the rebound. Here comes Strus.
The Cavs scoring here. Do the Knicks want a timeout?
Mobley kicks
That's
it
always been a knock for me with Mobley.
Allen lost it. Brunson took it away.
With Mobley, if you keep him away from the baskets, he can't post. He just showed you right there. He can't post nobody up. He can't bag you down. You keep him away from the rim, man. He pretty much irrelevant. And Tobias couldn't even do that.
Hart trying to swipe. Harden lost it.
It depends on who available. If they allow us to get somebody, you know, these other teams, they're going to try to rape you. So, and I don't think Trajan Langdon. Here's the thing. This is the reason why I say Trajan Langdon is not going to go after the big fish like a lot of people think he is. Trajan Langdon is from the school of San Antonio, bro. I appreciate the donation, Henry. I see it. I just got the alert. Thanks for the $20. He's from the school of San Antonio, bro. San Antonio, that's not how they operate. Anybody out of that tree. They're not going to go and get some guy to get rid of half of their roster. That's a whole lot of money. They're going to go and get a bunch of guys and spread some guys around. That's why I expect Trajan Langdon to go and find shooters and guys who can score. That's why I expect them to do exactly that. Because it's just not the Spurs way, man. They're the Patriots of the NBA. and he comes from that tree. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at what's available out there. Free agency is a ghost town. It's full of has-beens and should be retires. So you got to make a trade, but who's that trade going to be? And how are you going to make this trade without giving them half your roster? Because your identity is defense. So you can't give up everything to go and get this one guy. And then that'll put you at a mediocre level with everybody else. So like I said, it's going to be interesting. And that's why I said you got to look to the draft too to add scoring. You can't just go and draft a guy, bro. You got to go draft somebody who can give you buckets. So it's going to be interesting to see what he do, man. I'm here for it, though. Man, if I can get Ayo Dosunmu, bro. He's exactly what we need. Exactly what we need. That playoff performance, though, is going to give him a heck of an argument to get himself a little bit of a payday. How much that's going to be is going to be the question. And Cam Johnson, that's also another possibility. We talked about that on the show we did with Deuce Boss and Eric. We got a whole separate show that we're gonna do together where we're gonna break all of those down. Boss is getting all the credentials together, so shout out to her. But she gonna give us all the credentials. She know how to do her thing, man. Pulling up those names. See who's really available out there. I'm going to do my part and go and see who's actually tradable. But we're going to put a good show together for y'all and get those names out there. See who's available in that trade market. That's important. That's very important. Because free agency just it's not like that. I do think, though, it's going to be interesting because I know that Jalen Duren most likely wants to be here. But I think the team that's going to try to steal him away from us is going to be LA. I think LA is going to be the team that tries to steal him away from us. So that's going to be interesting. It really is. It really is. Because guys at that spot are expensive. Guys at that spot are very expensive, man. Like I told everybody, we sitting here, we talking about, Trey Murphy. Man, I think that's out of our range. You got to realize, man, he's in New Orleans. Why would Troy Weaver want to send him over here for anything but bro, you got Troy Weaver over there. Like guys like him and Sadiq Bey, forget it. You ain't getting none of them forwards for cheap. Not for cheap. And if you do send something back, you're going to send them picks, but he going to probably ask for Isaiah Stewart. He going to ask for some of his draft. He going to ask for probably Isaiah Stewart, Sasser, a whole lot of picks, and somebody else for a Trey Murphy if he considers that. That's even if he considers it. Which, I'll do it. I'll give you Isaiah Stewart and Sasser. I'm going to be honest with you. I will. Even though, I feel like Stu is, part of that heart and soul of that defense. If I got to, I would do it, bro. I would. Appreciate you, my dog. Come on, man. These damn commercials. Can we get to halftime already?
Conference final. Throughout his career, he has put up staggering numbers in terms of scoring. One of the great scorers in the history of the NBA. He's going to be a Hall of Famer one day. But certainly wants to get another chance at a title. And it's that incredible.
If y'all haven't had a chance to watch that press conference, go and watch it. Go rewatch it. and really listen real slow and look at the reaction of Troy. I mean, I keep saying Troy. Trajan Langdon in that presser. I don't think a lot of these guys that we do have here, so the Tobiases, the Stews, I don't think he wants to move off of those dudes. That's the concerning thing for me. I'm not more inclined to say move Stu, but what I'm saying, if we keep Tobias got to take a pay cut, obviously, but Tobias can't start. That is my only thing with you. If we keep Tobias Harris cannot start for my team, bro. He cannot start. I'm sorry. That is my only thing with you. You can keep him here. You got to come off the bench.
It's over. Can't get it. Ball poked away. Mark knocked it loose. And the Knicks regain possession. Towns flips it up in and out.
Oh, really? Huh.
There's Mitchell.
Okay. I'm glad you said something. Is that for everybody? If that's for everybody, I'm going to go and look into the settings or something because, you know, we don't set the amount of ads that they do on live streams. But I'm going to see if it's something that I can do about it. But I you know, it's annoying to me. I hate that. That's why I pay for premium, bro. I just bite down and pay for it. Them ads drive me crazy. I get tired of hitting skip. Hey, man, hell yeah. Hey. I kind of want to do that some type of way downtown anyway, to be honest. I really do. Like I said, whenever I go to a Pistons game, man, it'd be fun, man, because I get to run into a lot of people. It's a must at this point. I hate to say it, but it is, bro. And you don't have to get bona fide YouTube premium. They have premium light, which is cheaper, but it's a must at this point, bro. It's a must. You got $14 a month. That's less bags of chips from the gas station, less cigarettes if you're a smoker. You got enough. Figure it out. But no, if they are doing that, man, I'm gonna look into that. I'm glad he said something though, because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in my live stream, so I don't know what the ad looks like for somebody who don't have premium. Man, I'm down for it. We can figure something out. We definitely gonna figure something out, man. Figure something out. Oh, it comes with Gemini now, huh? Oh, ain't that something? Throwing in Gemini. Gemini is all right. I say a lot of people got a lot of stuff to say about ChatGPT, man, but I've yet to see something beat it as far as all the way across the board what you can get from it. Some AI services is good at one thing, but not good at the other. If you want closest to balance all the way across, it's got to be ChatGPT. And I am not sponsored by them, so this is not advertisement. But if you're out there, ChatGPT, holla at your boy. I'm just keeping it real, man. People like, I ain't got $10. Yes, you do. You stop buying all that bullshit from the store. I say that all the time. You watching me right now. You got somehow. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really messed with Grok on that level yet. You know what I'm saying? I be on Twitter. I see everybody ask Grok for everything on Twitter like Grok is God. That drives me nuts because Grok be wrong. I be proving Grok wrong on purpose on my other Twitter. But I haven't messed with it on that level as far as trying to create stuff with Grok. Yeah, I'm gonna leave everybody alone. Hey, man. Absolutely. Man, I'm going to be honest with you, man. To some extent, but every player ain't like that. Some of them players, man, they done moved on already. They in their vacation mode. They don't, you know what I'm saying? Everybody don't have that. Only special players are the only ones that think that way. You know, that's why I say all the time, man, we really didn't appreciate the 90s era, the early 2000 era, because you had plenty of those guys. But these days, man, it's about contracts. Players that don't play during the regular season, that don't have that type of mindset, because if they did, there's no way that a Michael Jordan would be sitting out games for load management during the season. There's no way. Like, these players only care about money these days. That's it, because some of the stuff they do, they know that they're going to a losing team. You know, it started around the time where Carmelo Anthony was doing that crap. Carmelo knew that he was going to the wrong team, but he wanted the bag. These players literally only care about money, man. They don't care about that stuff. That's why, Michael Jordan had one of the greatest quotes that I heard in that sense. He was like, man, players getting paid off of potential is the worst thing that could have ever happened to the NBA, man. Players get paid off of their ceiling. Like, what the hell? I say it all the time. What the hell is a ceiling, bro? Like, I get the method to it, but these players get paid off of that, which is insane. It's insane. You playing Russian roulette with these dudes. But it's the worst thing in the world, because why? They don't have to earn it. They don't have to earn it, man. They do stupid shit like Zion. Bro. Can't keep his weight up. You know what I'm saying? Cannot stay in shape. You create the monster. Two things that I wish went away was that. And the other thing that I wish went away was this stupid cap space crap, bro. I get it. You try to keep it for fair game purposes, but at this point, just have a judge, bro. Just say, no, we're not going to let your team do that. Y'all did it before. Y'all did it to Chris Paul. But the cap, man, it's a nightmare, bro. It keeps, they use the cap to say, because we don't want, certain teams to have advantages. But at the same time, it creates a disadvantage for some of the smaller market teams if you're really looking at it. Because with these caps, man, you can't really build that roster the way you want to. You know what I'm saying? So I'd argue the different. I'd argue the opposite. I say that it takes away from competitive nature of the game. I argue the opposite, because you don't allow more than the other half of the league to build something good enough. So it's just a lot of politics into that, man. But that's just me. And the NBA got a bunch of rich, smart idiots. So you know how that goes. There's some smart, dumb people all around this country. They make entirely too much money. Entirely too much money. And I get it. They want a portion of what the owners of these teams, they make a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I get it. They want a proper portion, but I feel like you have to earn it. I feel like you should earn it. You have to earn that money. And some of them that think they've earned it have not earned it. When you're winning consistent championships and you show me that you put in the work every year, and I can trust you to play at least 60 to 70 something plus games a season, then we can talk about those big contracts. But these dudes don't play. Like I said, we just watch our team win 60 games. And majority of the reason that they won them 60 games is, let's just be honest about it. When we play the big name teams on the schedule, their players did not play. And that's what ended up getting Trajan Langdon fooled into thinking that guys like Dennis Jenkins was good enough for you to go into the playoffs and really make a push. That's just what it is. You getting paid off potential. Earn it, man. Earn them damn contracts. K earned his contracts. He earned that money. This man just did some Iron Man shit this season. He earned it. I'm paying your ass off of what I think you can be. Like, what? This is millions and millions of dollars we're talking about, and I'm paying off of what I think you can be. What the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? I say we live in the Matrix, man. This is a goofball ass world. I swear it is, man. Excuse my language, but it really is. It is a goofball world, man. Dudes get paid off potential, millions and millions and millions of dollars. Dudes can work hard their entire life and not even make a full $1 million. That's the type of world we live in. Think about that. Man, so I don't know, man. I honestly think if the Knicks win tonight, they're going to sweep them. If the Knicks win this game tonight, they're going to sweep the Cavs. If they sweep the Cavs, I'm laughing all the way to the bank, because nobody can look at me in my eyes with a straight face and say that the Knicks would sweep us if we would have made it to the next round like we were supposed to. The Knicks would not sweep the Pistons. If they sweep the Cavs, I'm going to be pissed all over again. I'm not even going to lie to you. Because that really means you let a team that's not better than you beat you, which we all know that. We know the Pistons beat themselves. We know that. But that's the icing on the cake right there. They get swept. You lost to a team that wasn't even better than you. That right there, that's just crazy. That's crazy to even think about. Not my style. If I was hooping somewhere, I probably would rock them. But those ain't something that you rock with like clothes, like gear. Those some shoes that you rock, you know what I'm saying, when you playing. You know what I'm saying? If I was playing basketball every day, yeah, I would rock those. But you don't rock those with like clothes. Like, you know, me, I'm a wearer of clothes. It's what I do. But I know how to dress. And those ain't some shoes that you buy outfits with. You even with shorts, like, nah, it's not even my type of stilo. Those are basketball shoes. Those are 100% basketball shoes. Now, the question is, will I buy those for my son? Absolutely. I would buy those for my son to hoop in those next season when he get into the 9th grade. I would definitely do that. But those ain't some shoes that I would wear with clothes, bro. It's going to be embarrassing. It's going to be embarrassing. It's going to be embarrassing, man. That's very embarrassing. That's another poke. You know what I'm saying? That's another knife wound to the Pistons.
If you're the New York Knicks and you're coming down, the one thing you have to do after the defensive possession, we can get through this now. You get the defensive stop down here. Now it's downhill. Be ultra aggressive when you come into the game. Your Landry Spanish, jam it, sprint to the shot, freeze it. Don't hesitate. Knock down. Go, let it go. Don't hesitate. Look at the bench. Hands in the air. Knowing the shot is going up before he even catches it. Again, they're pressuring Brunson in the backcourt.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Yep, because you got James Harden on one end, but you got a king flopper on the other end too. So they got to call it even. Yeah, like I said, if you going out somewhere and the mud's cold, I ain't gonna lie to you, they cold. But You got some shorts on. You just want to throw them on with a little athletic gear or something like that. Fine. You know what I'm saying? But if you balling, oh yeah, for sure. For sure. For sure, for sure. I'm not even a fan of low cut shoes. Basketball players wearing low cut shoes. I'm not even a fan of that. But since they do it, yeah, them muds is definitely yeah. Man, don't say that, man, because where's mine at? I took them off. Listen, my wife bought me some Crocs, right? They're the Honey Nut Cheerio joints. So they're like yellowy and brownish, and they're bright. And when I first got them, I was talking stuff. I ain't never gonna wear these muds nowhere out in public and this and that. And that. Man, I can't take them damn things off. I wear my Crocs before I wear some slides, man. I had jokes for days about Crocs. Crocs wearers. Man, listen, I cut the grass in them joints the other day. Sure did. Put them muds in action mode. Cut the grass. If you know, you know. Man, the Pistons are, man, listen. Anybody not? Oh, we got K commercials.
You can file a claim right on the app.
I thought since the Pistons was out there, stopped playing this commercial, but I guess not. All right, so, the Pistons. Nothing in my mind tells me any different that the Pistons are better. They're not. Yes, it's concrete. They won. They beat us. The Pistons did not show up for Game 7. The Pistons are a better team than that. They're a better team than that. That's why I said this summer, if you halfway do what you're supposed to do, you instantly become better than Cleveland. You're already better than the Knicks, if you ask me. We know how the Knicks squeak by when we played them in the playoffs. But you got to think about it, man. We don't have the floor spacing and shooters. We don't have that type of team around K right now. We don't get the foul calls that the other teams get. That was a lopsided the entire playoffs, not just against the Cavs. The entire playoffs, that was lopsided for us. You got to, put those things into factor. What you say earlier? Where's that? Yep. Listen, and James Harden was wide-eyed at moment out there. He was wide-eyed at moments out there. There is no way that team should have beat you. And I said this in my video addressing JB Bickerstaff. Our coaching staff got their ass whooped. We spend more time over there play fighting on a bench instead of actually coaching over there. We got outcoached. I did a beautiful job for y'all in those strings, breaking down the idiocracy that was out there on the basketball court for the Pistons. I did a great job of that. Live during the games, pointing out the problems. I did a great job. If y'all following me on Twitter, and if you're not, get a Twitter account and follow me, because that's where I do most of my talking. But I did an excellent job on there explaining the coaching mishaps. When we had the show the other day and we was talking about Asar, I meant every word that I said. Asar Thompson, part of his 50% of Asar not scoring on the offensive end has to do with coaching. Because I've yet to get that answer for somebody to answer me. Hey, give me one of my yeah. I've yet to get that answer from anybody to point to me what offense that we run for Asar. If anybody in the comments know right now in this live stream, let me know. What type of play we dialing up for Asar? When the last time you saw Asar cut on the backdoor screen to go and do something? Play design, setting the screen for him so he can get free to go to the basket. Y'all seen any of that lately? Or are you just seeing dribble, pass the ball, give it back to Cade? Which one have you seen? I think it's the latter. Our offense sucks. I truly do believe that's going to be the case. I know the Pistons want to retain him. I know what he means to the Pistons. I know he want to stay here. But I think that, that agent might find some money for him and he might take it. Unless he's at that point in his career where he's contemplating retirement and he's saying, okay, I'm just going to take the discount price and stay here because my brother's here. I got family here. I want to be here. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that turn out. But let me go on and pull this down right now since it's halftime. Man. Give me a second, y'all. I'm going to go run to the bathroom before the second half start up. I'll be right back. Hold tight. All right.
Mobley just made it, Lisa. And Bridges back to Brunson. That shot will be there for Mobley. Stepped into that one with confidence. Jalen Brunson steps into that with confidence. He's in double figures.
Oh, okay. Now look, we still have to address something here for the New York Knicks. They're shooting the ball so well across the board that it can't be demoralizing for the other team. There's no gap in their shooting. As Donovan Mitchell knocks down a jumper, but there is no gap for them to play in and no one for them to kind of lean on.
To your point, you're right. And at the same time, when you're the Cavs and you're seeing that, and now you're getting open looks at the shooter, you start to press because you're thinking, I've got to make the next one when the Knicks are making so many tough shots. Got knocked down to 6. Hart, this time no hesitation, lets it fly. 3-pointer won't go. Wade tracks it down. Hart for 3 is 1 for 3. Hart
Way to get back. Way to get back. Way to get back. Okay, New York.
That's great transition defense. Ananobi against Jared Allen. Ananobi puts it on the floor.
See that? You see that? That's the difference, man. You see that? Ananobi compared to Tobias Harris. Tobias cannot do that. Ananobi can face up against Jared Allen, dribble, and find some type of way to make a play.
Throw it ahead with 3 defenders back. You better be sure that you're going to be able to get that over the top to Evan Mobley. Mobley catches. Mobley drives, goes inside, pass inside, deflected again by Hart. That's his 3rd deflection already here in the 3rd quarter. Ananobi to Hart. Hart gets inside, double teamed and lost it. Bridges hustling back. Bridges' defense has been outstanding in these playoffs. Mitchell lost it out of bounds. They say last touch by the Knicks. 13 left to shoot. 3rd quarter of game 2. Great quarter for the Knicks as well. Came out of the locker room so sharp, so crisp. You can see right here that they can see the urgency. You got a team down 2-0 and you got them now in their building. You want to come out of that locker room and not let the crowd get going here early. Mike Brown said when he told the team halftime of game 2, play faster. Mitchell fires away. Mitchell drills that one. Mitchell now at 17.
Rex, you saw the first timeout was called by the Cavs in the first half. Who is going to call the first timeout? Who is going to punch first? If you're the Cavs, it's almost mandatory at this point in time.
Brunson the crossover. The pull up. Do it. Wade. The Cavs have hit a couple of threes here to start this 3rd period. Mitchell to Mobley. Threw it behind him. Mobley. Top catch. Shot won't go, but a foul.
Wouldn't have fouled him there if he didn't reach for it. That was a Jalen Duren type of foul right there from Ananobi. Whenever I see a big man do this, reach at instead of up, it drives me insane. You're not a guard. You're not a wing player, bro. Put your damn hands up and jump straight up. You never seen Ben Wallace do some crazy shit like that.
Cleveland for game 3. Eastern Conference Finals. That's lost the first 2 at home. But they have been such a good home team throughout the playoffs, throughout the whole season. Right, trailing by 3. All right. They leave a moment again. Can't make them play hard in the rebound.
What? Oh, okay.
Mitchell lets it fly.
They just can't find that one shot. That one shot that gets them over the edge. It seems like they're always going uphill.
Come on, bro. That can't be that easy. That can't be that easy, bro.
Cannot happen.
What is that, man?
First of all, what a 5-point swing because Mitchell, he shakes out a note. That's a wide open 3. He misses. You cannot be that lackadaisical defensively getting back. Got to match up. Wade off the bounce. Back up top. Mitchell. 7 over 24. Brunson picks him up on the switch. Right back to him. Pass inside, deflected by Towns. Sloppy turnovers.
Good pass. Good pass. Back in transition.
Terrible passes by the Cavs in traffic.
Over and over and over. The Cavs don't want to run. They don't want to run.
To call a timeout. On their heels.
This is why they're going to get beat.
Trying to make it tight.
James Harden stopped running that half court. Yeah, that was insanely easy. I can't believe he threw that in there like that, especially with Jared Allen standing there. That's insane. William, what's going on, my brother? Appreciate the super chat, man. I just rode past Buddies earlier today. Say one of them is the answer, huh? One of them is the answer. Listen, man. Yeah, I just rode past Buddies earlier today. Had a chance for the first time today to go and try Dave's hot chicken. If you guys haven't tried, and this is not sponsored, by the way, but if you haven't tried Dave's hot chicken, bro, go try it. I know it sounds like hot chicken. It's not. It's not at all. Go try it, bro. I done watched a million TikTokers, Instagram reels with people eating it, talking about how good it is, and dipping it in that sauce and everything. Man, I tried it today. It's the real deal, bro. If you're near one, if you're anywhere near Dearborn, there's one there. Go try it. Go try it. And again, this is not sponsored. That's exactly why I said whoever goes to the finals is going to get blown out. Man. Just saying Ann Arbor, though, just gives me PTSD, man. Listen, y'all know, hardcore Michigan fan, right? Story time. Me and my wife and, some of our best friends, we went to a Michigan game. And this Michigan game was, what was that, in November, Bay? In November. I don't know what possessed me to wear some Pumas. I wore Pumas to the game, bro. Listen, when I tell y'all, I have never been so cold in my entire life. You talking about a kid that used to be outside playing in the snow his entire childhood. I love the snow. I was born in a snowstorm, a blizzard. I mean, I went to that Michigan game. I almost died in that stadium. I was so cold, I had to keep going on the outside to the little portals where they sell clothes to warm up. That's how cold I was. My toes were almost frostbitten. I'll never forget that. Every time somebody bring up Ann Arbor, bro, first memory come to mind. Eureka Eatery. Oh, my God. You talking to him now. You talking to him. Listen, I went to Eureka Eatery, the original one, out in Monroe before they came to Dearborn and before they went out there in Livonia. Man, they don't miss. Eureka Eatery does not miss. Those Sandos, man, are so good. That tells you how much we care about the Cavs and the Knicks. We sit up here talking about food.
Guarding Mitchell. And foul on Shannon. By the way,
power forward.
Bridges, it was after game 3.
Power forward. You can find guards, man, that can score. You know what I'm saying? So it's even in the old man free agency market, you can find somebody that can put some buckets up there. Power forward is harder to fill.
It's going to come around. He's going through some struggles. It's going to come around. That trust, Mikal Bridges has talked about the trust from his coaches and his teammates have made a big difference.
Well, not only the trust, but also that is right around the time that Mike Brown changed their offense, making Colin Towns more of a playmaker. And that, to me, helps open up things for a rhythm player like Bridges.
Good hustle from Sturz. Deflected it a couple of times. Mitchell's floater is good.
Now, how many times are people gonna keep falling for that move from Donovan Mitchell, bro? He do the same moves. God.
Bridges running the floor, kicks it out to Towns.
Listen, let me turn this crap down because y'all more interested in this game right now. Um, I'm in Canton, a lot of restaurants here. Listen, I went out to Canton with my coworkers. All of my bosses, right? We went out and we went to what is it called? French toast. Man, why ain't nobody tell me about French toast, bro? And Canton. Man, I had fish and grits, man. I almost cried. That food was so good. I had everything but French toast at French toast. Listen to us, Charlie. Listen to us. Piece of Populous, man. I used to go there a lot in my teen years. I haven't really went as an adult too often, but we got one right around the corner from my house. Right around the corner from my house. No, they're not one age. They are not, man. And that's what's making me so mad looking at this game because they're not, bro. The Cavs are not good. Who I want at power forward? Well, I want a lot of people. You can give me, like I said, Trey Murphy is top at the list right now. Trey Murphy, I'll take John Collins. I don't care. I'll take him. I'll take, a lot of players at power forward. It's just the price. It's the price. I just need you to be able to do more than what we just had at power forward. That's all. I would really like somebody taller, though, as a power forward. Those are not easy to find at all. Unless the Pistons find some type of way to draft one. You can draft somebody with some size and that can score at power forward, that can at least try to block a shot. Then we own to something in the draft. That's what I will use my draft pick on, me personally, because why? It's easier to get the production faster out of a power forward than out of a guard coming out of college. Because they can focus on the little things, coming right in, which is rebounding, playing defense, what I'm saying? Things like that. I can't even eat Hungry Howie's no more. Hungry Howie's, Domino's, I can't even eat them no more, man. I can't. I done had so much better pizza. I can't eat that stuff no more. And I didn't mean to say Domino's. I meant to say Pizza Hut. Oh my God, Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is horrible now. Doughy. Before I touch a Hungry Howie's or Pizza Hut, I'm eating Jets. I'm eating Jets. Greek Town. Yeah, man. Can't even go down there in peace no more. Yeah, man. I love to cook food. You know what I'm saying? But I like to eat different things. I don't like to eat the same stuff all the time. That's why I be wanting to try different stuff. Now, listen, if I almost did one today. My wife can testify. I said it to her. I should have did it. I almost did a food review. I'm thinking about doing shorts on TV. I say on TV. Good Lord, on YouTube. Shorts of food reviews. I'm thinking about doing that. If one of y'all got a wrench, I don't know if y'all took him out already because he only posted once. Oh no, that's on That's not on YouTube. That's on Twitch. Never mind. I'll get rid of them.
And of course, the three-point shooting and the number of clean looks they've missed is just not good enough.
Like I said, my all eyes for me is on the the combine competitions and everything else. But like I said, for me, I don't really just get somebody who can, score, bro. Get somebody who can put the basketball in the basket. That's all I ask for. Not no more, bro. Not anymore. Blindies I've had before, but it's been a long time. What up, Doe? I got a Hungry Howie's right across from me, bro, and I can't even eat Hungry Howie's no more. I can't. I'll eat the calzone. I eat that, but I can't. The sub. Not the I call it the calzone. The sub. I'll eat the sub. But I can't. I can do that, but I can't eat the pizza. Nah, bro. It's not even that. It's not even that. When you eat and venture out and start eating different foods, your taste buds change. And you started your taste buds elevate because you start to taste different things in food. If you eat the same stuff all the time, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have a taste for the same stuff all the time. But once you start venturing out, man, and your taste buds mature, yeah, things taste a lot different. When you've had better to offer than a lot of stuff, you start to say, what the hell was I thinking eating this all the time? I can't eat there no more. I ain't had McDonald's in over 15 to 20 years, bro. I'm not even eating that shit because it ain't real food. I done had so many better burgers, man. I can't eat that crap. Yeah, man. It's sad, ain't it? It's sad. It's sad watching this crap, bro. Watching these dudes about to get swept is insane. It's insane. Okay, T Grizzly. Okay, T Grizzly. He had me dying when he said that your food be too seasoned. Nope. 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 He ain't bringing that weird dressing here, bro. Keep that, man. I ain't never seen nobody wear the weirdest stuff. This dude be wearing women's clothes, man. Like, nah, bro. Keep turning away from my team. I'd rather look at the unction before I look at some of the stuff he wear. Man, listen. It's bad out there, man. I pray for everybody who got an SUV. You spending about $90, man, trying to fill your tank up. Brooklyn and got to MPJ, man. That's what that is. Brooklyn and got to MPJ. That's New York, man. New York is a terrible place to pay. New Yorkers don't even like New Yorkers, so let alone, like, it's a horrible place to play, bro. It's terrible, man. I just joined the 40 Club this year, but I stopped eating it years ago in my 20s. In my 20s, I stopped eating stuff like McDonald's, man. Like, nah. Mm-mm. I've been seeing Anthony name a lot. If we can get, Anthony to play some decent defense, yeah, I'll do that. You ain't got to worry about Anthony scoring. But if he come in here and slide into the culture, which I think he can, I'm fine with it, to be honest. I hope he can just, stay on the floor too, man. He be having a little injury issues sometimes too. If they're true, saying these teams be saying any old thing or somebody just don't want to give nobody no time. Last time I had Coney was, I think 2 weeks ago. My wife went to L. George's and got us some grilled chicken salads. And my favorite Coney is my neighborhood Coney. L. George's is my favorite for salads. L. George's hand down favorite for salads, but regular Coney food like wings, chili cheese fries, I go to my personal neighborhood one, which is off of 7 Mile in Southfield, and that's Lyons, Coney Island. A lot of people don't know about Lyons like that, but I go to Lyons, Coney Island, off of 7 Mile. If you know about the culture over there, if you know about Strictly Sportswear, you know what I'm saying, back in the day with Ty Mopkins and all of them was up in there, and all of the city stars from Blade Icewood, everybody else, you know what Lyons is. But if you ain't from that area, you don't know. You never had Coney before. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. And by the way, if anybody in here thinking that Leo's and stuff is Coney, that ain't Coney. That ain't Coney. No, but Lyons been around. I've been going there since middle school, man. I went down the street from Lyons to Coffee in the 8th grade. I went to Coffee Middle School in the 8th grade. So, man, we used to walk up there before and after school. I get a big old breakfast sandwich about this big from there. And then after school, I get some chili cheese fries. That's my neighborhood, Coney. L. George's, Olympia fell off. But L. George's got the best salads. I only went there for salads. You know what I'm saying? That's me. Yeah, man, man, they marinate that chicken in that Italian dressing all night. Listen. L. George, now they do the wraps and all of that stuff now, and they trying to expand expand things. But, bro, I still just go there to get the grilled chicken salad, bro. That's all I need. I don't need all the other stuff. I get that from somewhere else. I've been to Grandy's a couple of times when I was messing around on the east side, but like I said, I'm from the west, so. I used to move around a little bit back in the day. Let's just say that. Leave it at that. There's a double. Schroeder swings it. Merrill catches, fires away. I ain't never been there. If Galaxy is the original name, like with Grand River and what? Yashawan, what Grand River and what? Because it used to be, and see, I've been to Hollywood before. Mr. Corned Beef off 7 Mile in Southfield. Yeah, but I'm still an old Lou's Deli guy, bro. I'm still hitting Lou's Deli off of 7 Mile. Over there off of, what's that, Westmoreland or whatever them streets. One of Edinburgh, one of them streets. But I still go get a Counterman Street from L. George's. From Lou's Deli. Mr. Corned Beef got nice size to their corned beef sandwiches though, but I'm going to Lou's, man. I'm going straight to Lou's Deli. We need soul food places. Detroit soul food places suck, bro. They suck. If you had good food, if you're a cook, you know what good food tastes like. Detroit soul food scene is trash. That is the one knock that I have. We got pizza. We got all this other stuff. Greek food, But soul food, if somebody from the South want to move up here and take over the game, it's easy. It's easy.
Brothers, minus Petritus and Tyler Ford, the officiating crew. Tony Brothers, the crew chief, 32 years in the league. Ford and Petritus, 11 years in the league. Tyler Ford's going to go over and check with the scores table.
Churches, my neighborhood, 7 Mile in Southfield, right on the corner. So if I press somebody and I ask you what's on 7 Mile in Southfield, you got a hint right here that might save you. What's on 7 Mile in Southfield? I better hear mobile churches.
All you have to do is give them a reason to go nuts. It's one of the loudest crowds in the entire NBA. But the Cavs just
Southern Smokehouse pretty good. Haven't been there.
So shot clock at 5. Ride. That's the hoist one up.
I know over there off of Livernois, man, we got a couple of spots over there in the Fashion Avenue area over there that I want to try. But we just don't have that big soul food place that's just shutting it down like that. We can compete with other states. We don't have that. We have some spots that got some good, you know, they might have some good this, some might good, some good that, but we don't have that spot that we can compete with other states, other cities.
Right here, it looks like Robinson's going to get there in time, and Harden able to play through the contact and also find this angle to get it up before Robinson can get there in time. Third foul on Robinson.
Man, I might barbecue tomorrow, bro. I don't know if I'm gonna do nothing Monday. I don't know, man. I gotta go look in my freezer. I have all types of meat and stuff in there. I want to really do some fish though. I mean, too much turkey, man, and poultry. I might do some burgers and a couple of some sausage, and, some fish. Something simple. I want to do some fish and some steamed vegetables. On Stahalin and what? On which side of 7 Mile on Stahalin? Man, you struck a chord with that street there, buddy. On which side of 7 Mile? She stay on the side of the liquor store, or she stay on the other side? That's Stahalin. Where the barbershops and stuff at. Man, Stahalin is a block over from where I grew up at. I grew up on Vine, on Avon. That's it, your sister. I might know your sister. How old is she? I might know her.
Trying to get in the win column. 91-82. This presentation of the Eastern Conference Finals presented by Duncan on ABC will continue after this message and a word from our ABC station.
She stay over there on the liquor store side. I still know everybody over there, though. It don't even matter. I still know pretty much everybody over there. So, why stay away from the library, man? What's wrong with the library? She way older than me. It still don't mean nothing. I still don't mean nothing. How old is she? Because when I was younger, I hung around grown people. Hey, you knew some of the stuff I was into. You wouldn't even think to say that. That don't matter. I hung around grown folks when I was a teen. Oxtails from where? It's a place on the east side that I've been seeing a lot of people doing food reviews on. Can't even think of the name right now. But they've been killing the game with their food. I done seen major food reviewers go there and give it a between an 8 and a 10. Who from Joy Road? I got roots from Joy Road too. My brother grew up on Joy Road in Braille. I had people over there off of Joy Road in Greenview and Avon over there off of Joy Road. My sister worked at the Murder Mac. Breadbasket off of 8 Mile, man, since I was a teenager. Since I stopped messing with Breadbasket, man, because they corned beef sandwiches got too dry. You got to ask for a half a pound of Thousand Island dressing just to keep it wet enough. I know exactly where you at, my man. I know exactly where you at. East Side, 7 Mile, Alcoy, right over there by 7 Mile and Gratiot. 7 Mile and Alcoy, 7 Mile and Algonac. I done stayed everywhere. I done stayed in Southwest Detroit. I done stayed everywhere. But my main residence was off of 7 Mile of Southfield. 7 Mile of Huntington. How old are you? How we don't know each other if you stayed on Huntington? I went to Emerson. 7 Mile from 7 Mile in Greenfield to 7 Mile in Southfield. I know pretty much everybody. I mean, I say not Southfield, Telegraph, 7 Mile and Telegraph. From 7 Mile and Telegraph to 7 Mile in Greenfield. If you anywhere close to my age, we might know each other. Or if you got some siblings, they probably know who I am. I went to Redford and skipped school at Ford. My ex-girlfriend went to Persian. I hate that school. And all of my cousins went to Osborne. Oh, you grew up in Southwest. I ain't gonna tell you what I was doing in Southwest. Listen, man. Listen. Me and my wife, our first place was over there by Brightmoor. You hit that gas station off of over there off of Losser, that liquor store off of Losser and Grand River. We used to hit that Coney Island over there. We used to hit the Coney Island over there off of Finkel and Losser and Brightmoor. I had family over there in Brightmoor. Yeah, my sister used to work there. I used to pick her up from work, bro. Hated going there. She worked at McDonald's. Man, y'all just don't know. I know people from everywhere that y'all naming. My brother went to Denby. I got people in HP right now. Stayed in HP. Off of Cortland. Brightmoor ain't grimy, bro. Brightmoor is not grimy. Let me tell y'all, bro. Brightmoor ain't got enough neighborhood and enough houses to be that grimy. Y'all want to know what grimy is? Grimy was where I grew up at, where it was actually people. Brightmoor grimy if you out there walking around in the middle of the night where it ain't no street lights on, then it's grimy. Brightmoor ain't like what people, nah, bro. It ain't enough houses over there left in Brightmoor. It's landfills, bro. You got more prostitutes over there in Brightmoor than people.
Hands off to Merrill. He's trying in pursuit. Merrill to Allen. Allen shot, missed it. Mark rebound, throws it ahead. Bridges, one man to beat. It's Tyson. Sidestep layup, got it. Quick timeout for Kenny.
I was on West Warren. I was on Warren and I'll never forget this. I was on Warren in Southfield, man, sitting there at the bus stop waiting to go home. And shootout started right there at the gas station. And this kid got shot and killed right there. And I had just got on the bus. The bus was just pulling off. I'll never forget that. I left at the right time. You're a little older than me, but you went to Emerson and Taft. You might have went to school with my brothers. All of my brothers went to Emerson. Well, name some teachers, counselors, principals from there. Was Ms. Mack there when you went there, Kevin?
1 year and 2 years.
Mr. Waters, God rest his soul. Mr. Bostic, science teacher. They was there for a long time. Those are my people. You know what I'm saying? If you went to Emerson, you went to Redford. God, from in 87. Woo! Yeah, that's older, bro. I don't even know what man, I went to Redford in 2001. I graduated in 2004, but I went to Redford in 2001. So yeah, that's a heck of a leap right there. That's some decades. You graduated in 87. I was born in 86. Yeah, so yeah, I hear you. Yep. My brothers went to Cooley. Shout out to Willie. Y'all know Willie if y'all, been following me for a while. Y'all know Willie. Willie went to Cooley. Willie and his brothers went to Cooley. We used to go up there just to play football on their field. COOLEY. I hate y'all, little chant. We used to go up to Cody to play football too. I went to St. Martin's de Porres. If y'all know where that's at. I went there for a minute because I couldn't keep up with the tuition, so I had to leave. But man. Went to Redford, neighborhood school, bad choice. Knew too many people. My uncle worked there. He was a police officer. His name was Grimes. He worked at the 8th precinct. I left there. My dad took me out, put me in an all-boys school on the east side. I went to Frederick Douglass. Off of Shane and Mack. I went to the longest yard of high school. I went to 3 middle schools. Went to Academy of Detroit off of 8 Mile in Wyoming. Then I left there, went back to Emerson for a minute. And then I went to Coffee in the 8th grade and graduated from Coffee. Man, this game ain't over yet, bro. Come on, it's still 10 minutes left. Why? I know exactly where that's at. Ironically enough, I stayed around there for a minute too with my brother Kari. Yeah, man. I keep telling people they're not gonna beat OKC because the NBA ain't gonna let that happen. Wemby is good, but it's not his turn yet. It's not his turn. They not done with SGA yet. You off of Van Dyke and what, Charlie? My brother off of Van Dyke and 7 Mile. I have some friends that went to Lessinger. Lessinger, Taft, Pitcher. When I say I'm in Detroit, I'm a real Detroiter. I might live out here now, but no, I'm a real Detroiter. Van Dyke and 6 Mile. Okay. And my brother over there right now for 7 Mile in Van Dyke. Like I said, most of my family is off of 7 Mile and Alcoy over there, right by Grand River. I grew up with, Sada a little younger than me, but I grew up with all of his people, all his cousins. I grew up with. He got a bunch of family that stay on 7 Mile of Greenview. Oh, you're on the west now, Charlie. Okay. Crockett was my rival school when I went to Frederick Douglass. We hated Crockett, bro. We hated all the prep schools over there. We used to beat up the CAVS Tech kids. We used to beat them up on the bus. We couldn't stand the CAVS Tech kids. We couldn't stand Crockett. Man, I hated Crockett in basketball. We didn't really fight against Crockett kids. I hated him from basketball. I played against Isaac Knight when I was in high school. Isaac Knight was the guy at Crockett. Played against him. I played against Joe Harris and them. You know what I'm saying? And bro, them dudes, man, they was it during that time. We used to play against Rogers. Man, that's crazy. You just said that too. We used to play against Rogers. One of my homeboys was a center there at Rogers. His name was Jerosi. If y'all ever see him, he about 6'9". You ask him, I dunked on him multiple times. He'll tell you. That's how much springs I used to have. Yes, I was 6'3" playing center in high school. That's how high I used to jump. My coach would make me play center. I was Ben Wallace before Ben Wallace. Yeah, but we used to play against Rogers. They was in our division too. We played against Renaissance, Rogers from the West, played against CMA, we played against City. Those were some of the teams on the West that we played against. I went to Redford. in the 9th grade. Wish I could have stayed there. I would have played with, Deion Harris and them. I got a chance to go to that, to go to Redford when he was there though, but when he played against LeBron and all that, him and Wolf and all of those dudes was there. I played against Malik. Yes, I played against Malik and Joe. If you can find any newspaper clip or any type of school record since they got rid of all of our schools, yes, I played against them. Me checking Malik Harris. We had the year that I graduated, we had made it to the districts. Nobody expected us to be there. We lost to St. Martin's de Porres by 3 points, man. 3 points. Brandon Cotton. 3 points. But we had 2 cold guards on my team, man. Kennedy Bonner, Raymond Green, dogs. Absolute dogs. Neither one of them did anything, though. Joe ended up going to the New York Knicks, and he ended up getting cut. Neither one of them did anything. They went to college. Did Malik go? One of them went to Kentucky. Manny is family to me. That's family. I can't remember which one went where, but Malik or Joe end up going to Kentucky. You probably did. If you remember playing against Fred D. If you remember playing against Fred D, you see me. I got a picture. I'll show you what I look like. Man, y'all putting some names out here. CMA was trash at basketball. We used to blow them out by 50. Well, how do I know? Because at the time, one of the cheerleaders was my girlfriend. She stole my jersey. We used to put a 50 piece on CMA every time we played them. And I used to let her know about it. Chassis, we used to beat Chassis to death. Did we play Southwestern? No. But our center, shout out to my boy Mike, came from Southwestern. He transferred from Southwestern. My coach was, I don't know if y'all know him because some of y'all named some schools familiar, but my coach was Coach Pitts. Tall, light-skinned dude, about 6'9". If y'all remember playing against Fred D. Man, we was terrible in football, dog. Oh, my God, we was horrible. All of my homies over there, though. Bull, all of them, they was terrible, though. We couldn't win nothing. Our coaches was terrible, bro. They was terrible. That's why I didn't play football. I went to DePorres to try to play football, but like I said, the tuition was too high. I played for the Cubs, the West Side Cubs. I was trying to get into DePorres and play football, but you know, my brother played over there. His name's Steve Birch. He was the best player in the state at the time. You know, practicing and stuff, man. I used to go to them practicing and go to them games, and they used to be playing Catholic Central and Brother Rice with them big corn-fed ass dudes, man. Yeah. Your cousin is Mike Ruff. Man, you on Facebook? Because it's a lot of these people is on Facebook in the groups, in some of the groups that I'm in on Facebook. If you on Facebook, look up Marcus King, bro. You'll find me. I'm in a lot of these groups on Facebook with a lot of these people you naming. Really? Huh? Coach McDowell. I just seen Coach McDowell probably like 5 months ago out here in Taylor at Walmart. I just seen Coach McDowell with his ears going, you know, everywhere else but where they're supposed to go. But shout out to Coach McDowell, man. But everybody that you naming right here, I know. John. Pitts was your coach. Pitts was your coach where? Nah, bro. Hold on. Wait a minute. Y'all got me pulling up Facebook. Man, Pitt's got all these old Black Panther pictures and stuff on here. Where your picture at, man? Coach Pitts. This Coach Pitts. Coach Pitts. He look older now, but Coach Pitts. That Coach Pitts. That's who you play for. No, Bay. Guess who this dude's coach was in here? Coach Shaheed. Well, his name on here is Ryan Real. He don't got his real name on here. Coach Shaheed was my wife's coach. My wife hooped. Coach Shaheed was her coach. She went to City when Coach Shaheed was there. And Coach Pitts and Coach Shaheed are friends. That's insane, man. It's a small world. A lot of y'all on here. Wow. It is a small world, man. Yeah, I'm on here talking about Coach Pitts. He like, my coach is Coach Shaheed. I say, what? What? Man, they were best friends. You was a center in 0405. So 0405, you came right after me. I was there in 0304. I graduated in 04. I was there. I graduated the year the Pistons won. So you was center after me. That's insane. That's absolutely insane, bro. No, I did not. Only elementary school I went to was Emerson, Ralph Waldo Emerson. You transferred to Fred D. That's insane, man. They done tore our little school down, man. Why they do that to us? Man, when I went to Fred, yeah, Coach Pitts was there. Our principal at the time was Coach Woodhouse. Assistant principal was Coach Coach Woodhouse, Mr. Woodhouse. Yeah, the assistant principal was Mr. Mitchell at that time. I don't know if they were still there when you had got there, but yeah, Coach Pitts was my coach. They didn't. They didn't from the start. I would say it's orchestrated. Man. I don't know, man. I don't know. They might not want to touch him. You know, when you get to talking about religion and stuff, what the NBA do, um, ask Mahmoud, um, Abdul Rauf, what they do to people who talk about religion. Literally went to high school, and I was in Redford with Wolf, Deion Harris, all of them. Wolf, man, rest his soul. Wolf ended up making a team. I ended up getting transferred because I got in trouble. I got transferred to Fred D. So I didn't get a chance to play for Coach McDowell, man. I couldn't play because my grades was down at the time, and then my pops took me out, made the executive decision to get me out of there because I just knew too many people there. It was my neighborhood school. It turned out to be the right decision because I graduated with flying colors. Oh boy, is it depressing? It is super depressing watching the Cavs getting swept, man. Super duper depressing. Here we go. You still in here? Where are you at? What's his name? Lionel something? Lionel Lions or something like that? First of all, Slava Kratsov was the greatest Piston to ever exist. um, man, I had high hopes for Kim English, man. I really did. Oh, you still in here? Look at this. That's me and Coach Pitts. I got some pictures of me with my jersey and everything on the court, everything, bro. I was a tall, skinny kid. Hmm. Those white Fred D jerseys, man, we had a lot to do with getting those. We had winning. We was doing all the complaining or whatever for them to get us new jerseys. But I had some times at Fred D, man. Some real fun times. Some down times too. We had lost one of our friends, man. He drowned in the swimming pool at a hotel party. The whole school walked out to go to his funeral. And none of the teachers stopped us. The best player that I played with that people might know, best player I played against, is this just high school or period? Because if it's period, then that's a little different. It's a difference from high school ball. Then street ball is a different thing. Just high school, I would say the best player that I played against, one who actually made it to the NBA, was Joe Crawford. Joe Crawford actually made it. Even though he didn't stick to a team, he still made it to the league. Malik Harris didn't make it to the league. Brandon Cotton didn't make it to the league. Some of the best players that I knew didn't make it to the league. Like I said, Deion Harris didn't make it to the league because Michigan ruined his career, was playing him out of pocket. Yeah, I would say those are probably two of the best players that they made it the farthest. Yeah, but he didn't stick with nobody. Manny Harris did, yeah. But like I said, Manny Harris was more a family. I didn't play against Manny. I just knew him because he was from around the way. You know what I'm saying? So we used to go to his games. I used to go cheer him on. I didn't play against him. I played against him at basketball courts. That's why I said if you want to keep it high school, then that's high school. Yeah, he got cut immediately, bro. Like I said, they didn't really get nowhere. Same thing for Joe Crawford. But Malik and Joe was, man, they gave me hell. They gave me hell, man. Deion Harris, man, listen, that game, Deion was putting it on LeBron, bro. LeBron was balling, of course, but Deion was getting in LeBron's ass. What did you put, like 35 on LeBron that game? I think it was, man. And Deion was giving it to LeBron. I hate it when he went to Michigan, man. Michigan, man, those coaches will ruin you. Deion, old quiet ass, them damn shoulders and shit up here. Walking through the hallway with that long ass watermelon head. Shout out to him though, man. Then I said Wolf with his big tall ass, man. And we used to be in that gym. I used to be up there, in Redford, you got the track around the top up there. I used to be up there. We'd be up there just sitting there watching, trying to hide, trying to keep Coach McDowell from kicking us out. You say something too loud, and he gonna look up there and tell you to get out. Yeah, I ain't lying. Coach McDowell with them ears. I always think about what was that on was that Fresh Prince? Was that Fresh Prince? No, that was Martin. He looked like a car coming down the road with both doors open. Like his ears, bro, them muds. Shout out to Coach McDowell, man. Yeah, Red, man, was, I remember when they closed Red down because they had just got done spending all that money on that new football field. You know what I'm saying? Then me and my wife, we moved over there off of Lasser and between 7 Mile and Grand River. And after it closed, me and my wife, we went up into school. We went and walked around and looked around in there. They left everything exactly like it was, man. It was crazy to see that. The way that they shut these schools down in Detroit is criminal. Criminal. A lot of history with those schools. I just don't understand why you would spend all of that money remodeling and rebuilding the school and then just everything just shut down. And then raggedy schools like Henry Ford stick around. Like, what is, man? And if anybody in here got history with Henry Ford, I got a cousin that was the best player in Michigan that went to Henry Ford. His name was Leon Merritt. If you remember those days where Ford was ruling everything, Leon Merritt. He also stayed on my block, 7 Mile and Avon. So if you're old enough, I know a lot of people are a little younger. Well, the Knicks got beat to death again. Yeah, it was fun, Knicks. I mean, Cavs on your home floor. Look at all them Cavs fans. How many buses y'all gonna take to New York? How many buses you gonna send to New York, Dan Gilbert? You ain't gonna send no buses there, are you? Because this is over with. It's a wrap. Pistons, man, y'all just. That's what the NBA. The NBA is like. What is this, bro? Like you got the Knicks sitting up here sweeping the Cavs. You know the Pistons and the Knicks would have been a great series, bro. But y'all just want to give it to them so bad. So bad. Yeah, bro. You know, I'm sitting up there watching Jalen Rose show Southwest. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy how they did that. You know, they tore Fred D down so fast. I'm like, why? What does that even benefit you? First, they moved Fred D to Murray Wright, and then they tore the old Fred D down. Like, man, this is crazy. Go home, James Harden. Y'all talking about you gonna pay him all of this regard. Look at Donovan Mitchell. Look at him. Look at this little sensitive butt walking off. He gonna go straight to the locker room. Good. I'm glad you did. Yeah. I can't stand New York, but I can't stand the Cavs even worse. Donovan Mitchell and they talk crazy, man. Even when we beat the hell out the Knicks all season this season, man, you ain't catch Brunson them talking crazy and stuff like that. Donovan Mitchell, them, that's a different story. Yeah, I know. They moved. I know. Yep, I know. Yep. I went over there not too long ago. My boy was working at the barbershop that built there on Shane and Gratiot at the corner. Y'all know that brick building that sit at the corner on across from you know, the liquor store and stuff where Zeetman's and stuff is at. When they turned that to a barbershop, my brother was working up in there. And I know y'all be like, he got a lot of brothers, but I call the dudes that I grew up with brothers. Because literally half of them lived with me and everything else too. So I call them all brothers. Yeah, I can't stand him because of his game, the way he played. He flops a lot. But he ain't never talked crazy. You know, I ain't never heard Bronson talk crazy. Like Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. Those dudes talk crazy. Yeah, it's over. So like I said, the Knicks fans need to enjoy this. Enjoy it. Enjoy Stephen A. Smith loudmouth ass on TV, talking crazy and everything else. Enjoy all of that. Because when y'all get to these finals, it's over. It's gonna come to a rough stop. There is no way you're beating the Spurs or OKC. No way at all. They got enough depth. If somebody got hurt, you still ain't beating them. Yeah, barbershop station. Yeah, that's where my profile pic on. Is that on Twitter or is that on Instagram? I think it's on Instagram. That's where that profile pic is from. When I was there at the barber station. Yeah, that's Instagram. I got a lot of connections, man. Y'all know if y'all know anything about Culture Detroit, the store sells shoes or whatever. Juan is my bro. All of those guys who own that store, they family, man. We all grew up together. Me and Juan, y'all know Kay in there. We all grew up together since we was in elementary school. They went to coffee too. I say a lot of these businesses and stuff, these bigger name people in Detroit, went to school with them, grew up with them. Like I said, I used to everybody be this, that, and third, talking all this and Icewood this and Icewood that, and didn't even know them. I knew them. So I don't even want to talk about that. Not on this live stream. That's different. Let's keep it basketball right now. Well, now that that's over, let me turn that crap off. Boop. What up, don't know? What's good with you, bro? We in here talking about Detroit history, man, with some of these high schools. Man, I remember, man. So let's talk about this outside of high school right quick. Some of the people that I played with. Like I said, I told y'all before on the stream that I used to compete for in 3-on-3 tournaments or whatever. For and one. But Manny Harris, Springs, a lot of the best players that y'all have seen come out the city, man. A lot of those dudes be playing at local parks and things like that I played at. I say if you was from 7 Mile, you know about 7 Mile and Bentler. If you was from the east side, you knew about some of them courts over there. If you was going to Rex, if you was going to Joe Dumars, and me and my squads, we used to go to Joe Dumars. Man, we used to play everywhere around the city. Wherever it was a park, I was pulling up and playing. 100%. You want to know something? If you go and watch that Cade, I said Cade. If you go watch that Blade video, come roll with her. If you looking around real close, you might just see me in there somewhere. That's how much I was at Belle Isle. A lot. Even my prom night, man. We went into prom probably like 10, 15 minutes, man. Went straight to Belle Isle. I used to live at Belle Isle. Man, anything you could think of, bro. I was playing it. First of all, winning what this year? Excuse me, sir? New York is winning what this year? They're going to beat who out the West? I need you to further explain that. They're going to win what? So Icewood got assassinated, I was there as a teenager, and I sat there on the curb across the street from his truck and watched him take his last breath. If y'all know where I just said where I lived at 7 Mile of Avon, Blade got killed 2 blocks over on 7 Mile at Foss at the car wash. And we were at the park on Greenview when we heard it. Ran up there, and we got up there before any crowd or anybody got there, and literally sat there watching him take his last breath. He sat there in that truck so long that his body started to swell. That's how long it took the coroners to get there. That's why I didn't want to talk about it. Springs, man. If you know about 7 Mile and Bentley, man, those rims was 11 feet. So yeah, we had to get up to dunk them rims. And wasn't too many people doing it, but I was one of them. We used to shoot half court shots up there at Bentley for $100 a shot. Not me. I had a friend from the neighborhood that would have me to come up there and shoot for him. And they would bet $100 shots, and we would shoot half court shots up there at 7 Mile and Bentley. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, dog. Like I said, I used to dunk, but man, he just made it look so easy though. So easy, man. Like I said, I still got all of my stuff, man. I got broken basketball rims, all type of stuff. There's one in my garage hanging up that I keep because it was a double rim, and y'all know how hard it is to break a double rim. That's not breakaway. But I've had it all these years. I showed it on my channel like 8-9 years ago. Like 3 houses ago. I still got it. I like playing park ball more than organized ball, to be honest. Wow. Really? Huh. That's crazy. And see, I didn't even meet Manning until Redford. Not like that, man. Not like that. Nah, I'm 40 now. I go up there with my son though, and I teach him, have his friends come up there. I hated him, bro. Trying to shoot on him was murder. Especially if the nets wasn't no good, man. If they had them hard, stiff nets, I used to hate that too. Mm. I'm got him on Instagram and stuff now. Manny ass. Mm, yeah. Yeah, there you go. long head ass. Look at her. Got him on Instagram. It's the Manny I knew. Skinny ass Manny. So how y'all feeling, man, as Pistons fans? I know it's depressing, right? To see that type of crap, to see that type of performance, bro. I know Cade watching. I know he like, man, come on, dog. Like, we lost to these dudes, man. We lost to these guys. Like, if that don't upset you and motivate you, I don't know what will. That's insane. Let me see what Cat had. Let's pull up. I'm going to pull these stats up a little bit bigger so everybody can see them. All right, let's take a look at these stats, man. So New York, Karl Anthony Towns only had 13. Got to the free throw line a couple of times, 8 rebounds and 7 assists. So he was more dishing. He was being a facilitator tonight more than anything. And that's the difference between having a veteran star and a young star. It's not about him putting up 20, 30 points. It's more about contributing, because you see he's a plus 23. He got the highest plus minus on the team. Most important, though, at center, 0 turnovers, take care of the ball, 3 steals, a block. You know, these are the type of stats that you're looking for from a Jalen Duren if you're going to be playing 30-plus minutes. You don't have to have a 20-10 game every single time. But if you're not going to have one, I need to see some assists. I need to see you not turn the basketball over. Get some blocks and steals. Be impactful out there. That's what we're looking for. Anunoby had 21 tonight. 7 boards for him. 9 boards from Josh Hart. That's what you call rebounding by committee. That's rebounding by committee right there. Jalen Brunson had 30 tonight. Got himself 12 free throws, 10 for 12. Had 4 turnovers, though, but that's where I told y'all every stream, I don't want to see Cade have more than 4 turnovers. 3 to 4 turnovers is Cade's normal. But he was damn near doubling it. So that's the difference, man, when you got a team that you can space the floor, you know what I'm saying, and your center is effective, but then you also got somebody else giving you 20-something points and playing defense, and Anunoby. You got Shemet coming off the bench giving you 14. So, yeah. Story of the game right there. You look at the Cavs, the Cade stopper, Dean Wade. He only played 17 minutes, even though he started. Strus got majority of the minutes. He played 31. But 13 from Strus, 23 from Donovan. That's where you want to keep him. 9 for 21. That's what you want to do. 2 for 6 from the free throw line. He's still struggling. 3 for 10 from 3-point land. This is where you want to keep Donovan Mitchell. That 23 points is ineffective. He has the worst plus minus on the team. It's ineffective when you got 5 turnovers, when you're not making your free throws, when you chucked up 10 3-point shots and only hit 3 of them. That is ineffectiveness. James Harden played 41 minutes and was 1 for 7 from 3-point line. When you got 6 3-pointers coming from your guy and Evan Mobley, as a big, you're not going to win a basketball game, bro. You're not. They did an excellent job against the Cavs. They understand the assignment. You keep players up under 30. You make them turn the ball over. Look at this, 5, 5, 5. You make them turn the ball over, which they was doing against us. It's the only way we were scoring, really. Look at the assist numbers on the Cavs. Bunch of shot chuckers. Strus had the most assists. Your shooter, the guy that's literally out there just to shoot, had the most assists on your team. That is not winning basketball. Strus also matched your game high in rebounding in 7. I don't know who you expect to beat with them type of numbers. Like, that's insane. My goodness. That's robbery. Wow. That's insane. That's insanely bad, man. That's just bad basketball. And that's just who the Cavs have been. Besides the collapse game when they let them come back and beat them, that's who the Cavs are. You play them the right way, they are the easiest team in the world to beat. You play them like the Pistons decided to play them, helping them out, you're going to lose. That's sad, man. But it's funny at the same time. That's what y'all get, man. I bet you James Harden ain't dancing and doing the Icewood dance, and he ain't doing all that now. All of them about to be. I can't wait to watch their press conference. They about to all be wide-eyed sitting there with their mouth open. That was a horrible basketball display. I am too, man. I'm ready for June 30th too, bro. I'm ready for it too. That's insane, though. Man, you know what I'm saying? But ain't no way we wouldn't have gave the Knicks a better series than this garbage. This is absolute garbage. It's garbage. The New York Knicks are about to go to the NBA Finals and get embarrassed. It never ends for New York teams, man. It's been so long since they've been to the finals, though, so I know they'll be happy about that once they get that. But man, the whooping that they about to receive is crazy. It's like we're gonna let y'all get to the finals and get beat to death. You know what? That's why I say I'm kind of glad the Pistons is out of it, to be honest, because that was gonna be us. I'm be 100% honest, man. If the Pistons would have got to the finals, we would have got our asses whooped. Hand it to us. Hand it to us. No way that team that we've been watching, man. Boy, you talking about a whooping. What do I honestly think of Trey Murphy? Trey Murphy he's a good fit for the Pistons. I think Trey Murphy is a really good, scorer if the circumstances are right. I've seen games where he struggled. We actually played against them and he struggled against us really badly. Um, he's not a guy though, and I think where a lot of people get it misconstrued is they think he's a guy that can create his own shots. Trey Murphy is not a guy. He's not a shot creator. Trey Murphy is a guy that takes advantage of, when he can get open out there, especially shooting. But he's not a guy that can create his own shots consistently. That's not who he is. And I think a lot of people think that's what it is. Yeah, I'm still here, bro. I'm just, talking about how embarrassing it is for the Cavs to, come out and not the Cavs, the Pistons. How embarrassing it is for the Pistons. The embarrassment continues because the Cavs suck, bro. No, he is not a rim protector in any means. In any means. Now he'll play, he'll give a little bit better effort on defense. But nah, he ain't no rim protector. And he ain't the biggest at that spot either. Like I said, I would love to get somebody like 6'10", 6'11", power forward, but they don't fall off the tree easy. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I think the Pistons would have to draft somebody at power forward if they want somebody with size. Because it's not easy to get in the league. You're gonna have to give up a nice amount of stuff to get that. Never will. The Detroit Pistons continue to be, just they don't pull the trigger on the right people. Now I'll give it to them. They're patient with this team that we have. They're probably a little too patient, but I don't know. We just never been a team to fully develop guys. Like we pull the trigger too early on stuff. I said that the Pistons need to trade up in the draft, whether it's him or somebody else that can help us. I definitely said they should trade up. You got the assets to trade up in the draft. Trade up. That way you can go and draft somebody with talent, young and ready to go, instead of going to get one of them dinosaurs and paying a boatload of money. That keeps your timeline even better. You don't got to pay a boatload of money to somebody. So you think New York is going to win the championship? Is that what you saying to me right now? Come on, Harry, bro. Come on, man. I love you, dog, but come on, man. Come on, man. Hand dog, come on, man. Nah. No. Man, you tripping today. They ain't winning at all. No, sir. Man, they be lucky if they win a game. They are outmatched. SGA against Brunts, man. And if it's the Spurs, oh my God. Cat against Wemby? Oh my God. No, they are not. They are not going to win it all this season. If I'm a Knicks fan, me personally, if I'm a Knicks fan, I got to keep it real with myself. I already know that this is about to be short-lived. I got to keep it 100 with myself, bro. He gonna guard, but you got to realize, man, with OKC, if it's OKC has multiple scorers. And SG, even for Anunoby, Anunoby ain't bro. You can't touch SGA. You can't touch him. I just watched Anunoby get multiple fouls this game for reaching. I pointed out during the game he was reaching at people. You can't do that against SGA. You're gonna be on the bench. He think his teammate a flopper. Man. Yes, their bench is insane. Yes, it is. It's another starting unit on that bench. Man, they better. It still ain't gonna help them, but they better. Man, he about to have a 24 free throw game, free throw night. They did. They did. Philly is a bunch of idiots, man. They a bunch of idiots. They still over there trying to trust the process, man. I hope. Listen to me, man. And y'all know I'm probably the only one that's been saying it, but I hope Drummond leave and don't go. I hope Drummond come on and come back and play your last season and retire, bro. Because the amount of rebounds that we needed in these playoffs, man, come and finish your season out. You know what I'm saying? Drummond over there playing for pennies. He played for the minimum of vet minimum. Come on, dog. I hated when he went there. I wanted him to come here then because we could use the rebounding. And obviously, after the crap we just watched, we definitely could have used the rebounding. But a big body that take up space, you know what I'm saying, is the most important thing. We are so undersized at everything. Goodness. Man, what? It's been brutal. Like I said, we complain as, you know what I'm saying, Detroit fans, but it's been brutal for New York fans, man. New York got 85,000 teams, bro, and they all of their teams just be on some other stuff, man. I don't get it. When you got that many teams, whether you call them New York and they really Jersey teams, whatever you want to call all the politics, man, they be going through it. I be feeling it, man, for them. They be going through it. Yeah. We had 2 series that shouldn't have went nowhere near that. And it bit us. Like I said, you got the Buffalo Bills, the New York Jets, the New York Giants, the Brooklyn Nets, the Knicks. You got all these damn teams. And all of them just can't get it done. Buffalo is criminal. I would hate to be a Buffalo fan. I'm a Lions fan saying that. Because Buffalo be right there. They be having the tools to do it. And they still fall short, bro. Hey, it's brutal in New York, man. That's why I say shout out to my man Brooklyn Root. Man, listen. It's tough. I see why he's a Chiefs fan. You know what I'm saying? Because it's tough. It's tough in New York. And like I said, New Yorkers don't even like each other, man. They don't like each other. It's just tragic. If we had 2 NBA teams and 3 NFL teams, man, somebody would win something. That's a whole lot of sports teams. Yeah, man, 4 hockey teams. Like, it's like you got all of these opportunities to win stuff and you still don't win nothing. Like, Hey, that's like cheating and still losing. Like, what is that, dog? Oh man, it's insane. It is insane, bro. Yeah, the NBA, man. That's all NBA. That is all NBA. There's no way that they was gonna let that happen because Detroit would literally for the next decade or so run the NBA, and they'll be damned. They'll be damned before the city of Detroit be the spotlight of the NBA. There's no way the NBA is doing that. We ain't LA, we ain't, some of the other markets that they want to put out there, bro. They are not about to have the city of Detroit be the light of the league. So, yeah, that's that Wemby situation right there. Yep. Yankees, Mets. We got one of each team. They got 2 baseball teams, 3 NFL teams, 4 hockey teams. Like, come on, dog. Three football teams, 2 basketball teams, 4 hockey teams, 2 baseball teams. Exactly. Golden State. We ain't the pretty shiny thing, man. So, yeah, ain't no way they was gonna let Wembayama come here. Man, they would be unstoppable. Literally unstoppable. You said it, not me. I can go on with a list of people we should have had. I don't know, man, but let me go on and get on out of here. Been on here long enough. We'll be what time do them aliens play tomorrow? Mm, okay, they got an 8 o'clock game tomorrow, so yeah, we'll probably see you guys tomorrow. But in the meantime, man, I appreciate y'all coming to kick it. You know what I'm saying? And during these hate watches. Hopefully we'll be watching the Cavs get swept. That'll be fun. But yeah, enjoy talking to y'all, especially talking about all the schools and Detroit stuff. I love doing that. I don't get I don't really get the opportunity to talk about actual Detroit stuff. So I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all guys hold it down. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully it'll warm up and stop raining and feeling like the fall. But that's Detroit though. With that said, man, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.